almost. Okay, done. Let's start now. So I didn't start the Grand Prix, so I'm gonna start it with you. And as you can see, when you start the Grand Prix, you have like the option to choose between 3 different cars. Here I always suggest that to take anything that doesn't have like a melee weapon like this one here. For example, this one, I wouldn't suggest to take this sneak here because it's not really good in my opinion, because only like one weapon and that is like a melee weapon. This one here is nice build. The only problem is actually it has 2 weapons, so it's good. Also a lot of damages and also the most HP. The only problem of this one here is that the mini cannon, the trombone cannon, is gonna push you versus the ground, versus the wall, and then probably you are gonna not shoot on the enemy. And this one here with the lifter is actually something that I like. The only problem is that with these small wheels here, it doesn't really move, and the attack is actually fine, 24. This one here is 44. So I'm asking you, I'm thinking between the number 1 and the number 3. What will you? Hi, hello. What will you choose between these 3 different builds? In my opinion, yeah, I don't have the strong opinion, so tell me if you have like a one. Okay, so let's take the number 1. Here, same situation. The only difference is that they are moved. I'm gonna ask Zeptolab if they are gonna move maybe all the bodies with 3 slots on one side and the one with 1 slot only in the left side maybe, so you always open them and they are always in the same position. But yeah, let's see here. Here, well, that one is looks like a good build because has like a weapon that can always shoot the enemy, the lamp, and the small high, and also here this one, the mace is not bad to be honest. This one here is maybe the same strength with 30 damages and 234 HP. The problem is that this one here doesn't move, and this one here I would avoid it because the wheels are too high, and these 2 weapons are not really strong, and also the attack is not really good. So I would choose between the number 1 or the number 2. So yeah, Cody says like probably 1 or 2. Yeah, what do you suggest? So number 1 or number 2? Let's see. Number 2. So everyone, number 2, number 2, number 2. Okay, so okay. Then here the last one. Actually here I already found my favorite one, but let's start. So here we have this one, the number 3, which is like only melee weapon, and like a booster that goes on the enemy faster, but yeah, melee weapon, not so many damages, so not really strong. The second one here has the lifter, so it's good, but only melee weapon, and the eye wheels don't make it really stable. And this one here, this one here is like the Ferrari. Because it has like a nice weapon, the Molotov, which is 29 damages, but you have to multiply it per 2.5 seconds. So actually the real damage is not 29, but is more or less like 60, 73, 72. And this wheel here in the front makes it stick to the ground, and it's also heavy because there's the this one here, the lift, not the lifter, but the other one, the forklift. And so I also can resist also when you have like a small lifter on you. And then with this lifter here I can also lift the enemy bolts. So I would suggest also here number 5 because it's the best one. Now here we can start, but before we start, let's just have a look at the prices. So I click here. I need to reach the word number 8, okay, last time was number 2. I click on check rewards and I will have a look. Okay, position 1 is nice, 2 is also really nice, position 410 is also nice. Okay, let's see. Let's say that we are an average player that plays between position 100 and 250. Actually, I find that the prices are not bad because, okay, this one here is just a gadget, but we need it. You need actually one. The Pure Mobile is a really nice body, one of the best rarity 5 bodies in the game. This wheel here is fine in my opinion. And the Giro Spirit is also nice. I'm not gonna spend because I want to show also the free-to-play players and also new players that you can also play GP without spending. But of course, if you spend and you buy like the 300 multipliers or also the damages or HP multipliers, that would be easier. Do you want me to spend? Let's see here what we have. Also position 250, 500 is also okay. And then here we have the other positions that at least you always get the these two weapons, these two parts here. One is the weapon and one is the body, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, if actually I could also spend because the prices are not bad. Here we have the, let's say that you don't want to be like the position 2-3 because there you have really to spend a lot. But for example, you want to reach position 10, which you have like Blossom, which is a good body. This one here, the shield disc, is also good gadget. This weapon here is fine. This one here is one of the best weapons in the game at the moment, probably the best weapon, the bats, the cage. This is really the best weapon. Actually, I'm asking myself, 3, 3, 2, okay, yeah, exactly. So Zepto prefers also the bats to the Molotov cocktail. Then here we have this gadget, which is also good. This wheels here is good, and of course if you are not like a top spender or a top player that already has all the parts at level 18, these two level 5 parts here are also really good. Also the Diamond Lotus is good, but this one here, the Giro Spirit and the Pure Mobile, are really good. So now we can start. Before I start, I want to check the prices because today there will be like some extra better prices I read. So let's see, let's check this here if it works. I just need to see this advertisement here to get one free car, which is also really good. So I suggest you to check the advertisement as soon as you can, because normally they give you like some interesting parts. The only problem is that now I cannot close it. Ah, yes, now it's gone. Okay, I got the car. Let's see if that is a good car. Well, that is a really good car. Perfect. This is like the best car that I have until now, because as the small cannon here that keeps the enemy on the distance, and the Molotov cocktail on the back can just kill him. And also this wheel here sticks to the ground, so it's perfect. So I'm really happy that I watched this this advertisement here. So let's see now what do we have. Here we have like this first enemy here. We can always choose between the two enemies, not always, sorry, normally. In this case here I can decide if I want to go versus him, which is like 132-23, and with one weapon, and the rewards is the small HP box, or I can just go here versus this enemy here, which is like 20 and 114 HP, and the reward is this medium box. So the point is actually that in my opinion, you always have to not to look like at the stats of the other car, because stats are not important. You have to look at the shape and the weapon and also the gadget of the other cars. For example, this car here, I find it kind of easy as enemy, because that has only like one rocket, and I also see that that is a possible enemy, so I could kill him, and the reward will be this medium box, which is better than the small one. I have a look at this car here, and I see that this one here can be a bit tricky, because that goes on me. I cannot lift it with a lifter, because otherwise it will be exploded by the trombone cannon, and the reward is not really high. So I prefer the other one. Cody, you're right. The sticky knob can put me on the top of the enemy if the enemy has like a shape like this one here. Well, I think that I'm gonna use this one here. I am gonna, play versus this one here. And to play versus him, I'm gonna probably use this one or that one. Maybe this one. So, let's try. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play one versus him. What do you think? Let's try it. Yeah, the lifter is gonna lift him, and I killed him, and I got just one rocket. And now I'm here. Here I also have like two options. Before I say that, please be aware that normally you always have like two options, so you can always go up or down. The problem is that if I go up now, then I have to fight this enemy here. If I go down now, then I have the choice between two enemies, so that is important for the future. As you can see here, we have like a round box. That means that is a normal enemy. If the box was not round but was like hexagonal, that would be like a stronger enemy. But I'm gonna show you maybe in the next table, because here we don't have them. And then here the one with 5 are like boxes where you don't know what you are gonna find. And the one like this star here, they are like normally premium boxes, that premium tables. Hello, hi. Where you get like some rewards. For example, if I choose this one here, I'm gonna get the medium gear, the medium toolbox. If I choose this one here, I'm gonna get only 200 flags. Since I find that toolbox or medikits are more important, I'm gonna click here. The only problem is that I have to be prepared that I'm gonna find an enemy, and I have to hope that the enemy is not too strong. So I'm gonna take this one here, and here that is my enemy, which is actually not so strong in my opinion. Is okay. And as I said, I have to meet him because I cannot go any further. So let's try. Well, here I can use this one versus this one, but then I'm gonna be lifted. This one here doesn't make sense for me, but actually I can explode the lifter, the balloon. This one here will be maybe the best one, but I don't want to scratch my favorite car at the moment. and this one here too. So probably I'm gonna play one versus him or with the number 2. What do you suggest? Because I think that he won't move versus me, but yeah. So why there are places rotating rocket? Yeah, because that is a Grand Prix. They are places and you cannot rotate them. Yeah, you can't do anything on that. So, by the way, should I use the number 1 or the number 2 versus him? What do you think? You want to use the shotgun Molotov, this one here? I know I want to try it too, but the problem is that I'm just scared that it will destroy my... yeah, exactly, it will be flipped. Let me try the number 2, because even if he flips me, he cannot kill me, yeah, exactly. Because he stays on the ground, so... Perfect. And this is also the reason why I always suggest you have like a different... I never use like the melee weapons. And then here we have the choice, this one or that one. Since they are exactly the same, I prefer to take the step down here, because then I have the choice between two opponents. If I take the one on the top, then I have to meet the opponent on the top. So let's take this one here and see.